When people think about beauty, they often focus on what can be seen on the outside. They think about appearance, fashion, makeup, or physical features. Yet the women who leave the strongest impression are rarely those who simply look beautiful. They are the women who carry themselves with confidence, dignity, and self-respect. There is something powerful about a woman who knows her worth. She does not need to demand attention because her presence naturally commands it. Self-respect begins with understanding your value. It means recognizing that your worth is not determined by the opinions of others. Too many people spend their lives chasing approval, hoping that if enough people like them, praise them, or accept them, they will finally feel worthy. But the problem with seeking validation from others is that it places your happiness in someone else's hands. The moment approval disappears, confidence disappears with it. Women who possess true beauty understand a different truth. They know that confidence is built from within. They do not wait for someone to tell them they are enough. They decide for themselves that they are enough. This decision changes everything. It changes the way they walk, the way they speak, and the way they approach life's challenges. Self-respect also means setting boundaries. Many people confuse kindness with the inability to say no. They believe that being a good person means always pleasing others, even at their own expense. But a woman who respects herself understands that boundaries are not barriers. They are protections. They protect her energy, her time, and her emotional well-being. She knows that constantly sacrificing her own needs to satisfy everyone else eventually leads to exhaustion and resentment. One of the most attractive qualities a woman can possess is the courage to stand by her values. In a world where people often change themselves to fit in, there is something remarkable about someone who remains true to who she is. She does not compromise her character for acceptance. She does not lower her standards to avoid being alone. She understands that temporary approval is never worth the cost of losing herself. Self-respect is also reflected in the choices a woman makes every day. It influences the relationships she enters, the friendships she keeps, and the environments she allows herself to remain in. A woman who values herself refuses to stay where she is constantly disrespected. She chooses people who encourage her growth rather than those who diminish her confidence. She understands that the people around her influence the person she becomes. Perhaps the greatest benefit of self-respect is the peace it brings. When a woman truly respects herself, she stops comparing herself to others. She no longer feels threatened by someone else's success or beauty because she understands that her value is unique. She focuses on becoming the best version of herself instead of competing with everyone around her. At the end of the day, true beauty begins with the way a woman sees herself. When she recognizes her worth, protects her peace, and lives according to her values, she develops a confidence that cannot be manufactured or imitated. That confidence shines through every action, every decision, and every interaction. It is the kind of beauty that does not fade with time because it comes from character rather than appearance. And that is the beauty people remember long after the first impression has passed. Kindness is often underestimated in today's world. We live in a culture that celebrates power, status, and achievement, yet one of the most beautiful qualities a woman can possess is the ability to be genuinely kind. Kindness is not something that can be measured by appearance, wealth, or social influence, but it has the power to leave a lasting impact on everyone it touches. While physical beauty may capture attention for a moment, kindness captures hearts for a lifetime. Many people mistake kindness for weakness. They assume that kind people are easily taken advantage of or lack the strength to stand up for themselves. But true kindness requires tremendous strength. It takes strength to remain patient when others are rude. It takes strength to choose compassion over judgment. It takes strength to respond with grace when life gives you reasons to become bitter. Kindness is not the absence of strength. It is strength under control. Beautiful women understand that everyone they meet is carrying unseen burdens. Every person has struggles, fears, disappointments, and challenges that may never be visible on the surface. Because of this understanding, they choose empathy instead of criticism. They listen before they judge. They seek to understand before they react. Their words become a source of encouragement rather than negativity. One simple act of kindness can change someone's entire day. A sincere compliment, a helping hand, or a few words of support can have a greater impact than we often realize. Many people are fighting silent battles and simply need someone to remind them that they matter. Women who practice kindness become a source of light in the lives of others. They create an atmosphere where people feel valued, respected, and appreciated. Kindness also strengthens relationships. People naturally gravitate toward those who make them feel safe and accepted. While beauty may attract attention initially, character is what sustains meaningful connections. A kind woman creates trust because others know they can rely on her honesty, compassion, and understanding. Her presence becomes comforting because people feel respected rather than judged. What makes kindness especially powerful is that it is contagious. When someone experiences genuine kindness, they are often inspired to extend that same kindness to others. In this way, one person's actions can create a ripple effect that reaches far beyond what they can see. A woman who chooses kindness every day may never fully realize how many lives she influences simply through her attitude and behavior. Kindness also transforms the person who practices it. When a woman focuses on helping others, expressing gratitude, and showing compassion, she develops a more positive outlook on life. Her heart becomes softer, her perspective becomes broader, and her relationships become deeper. Instead of constantly focusing on herself, she learns the joy that comes from making a difference in the lives of others. Perhaps the most remarkable thing about kindness is that it never loses its value. Trends change, appearances change, and circumstances change, but kindness remains timeless. People may forget what someone wore, what they owned, or even what they said, but they rarely forget how someone made them feel. Years later, they remember the person who encouraged them during a difficult time, believed in them when others doubted them, or treated them with dignity when they felt invisible. At its core, kindness is a reflection of character. It reveals a heart that values people and understands the importance of human connection. A woman who practices kindness possesses a beauty that goes far beyond appearance. Her warmth, compassion, and generosity create an inner glow that cannot be purchased or imitated. It is the kind of beauty that grows stronger with time and leaves a lasting mark on the world around her. In the end, kindness is not just something a beautiful woman does, it is part of who she is. One of the most attractive qualities a woman can possess is a commitment to continuous learning and personal growth. While physical beauty may catch someone's attention, a curious mind, a thoughtful perspective, and a desire to grow leave a much deeper and more lasting impression. The women who continue to inspire others throughout their lives are often those who never stop learning, never stop evolving, and never stop challenging themselves to become better than they were yesterday. Many people believe that education ends when school ends, but truly beautiful women understand that learning is a lifelong journey. Every experience, every conversation, every success, and every failure offers an opportunity to gain wisdom. They approach life with curiosity rather than certainty. Instead of believing they already know everything, they remain open to new ideas, new perspectives, and new ways of understanding the world. This mindset makes a woman more confident because confidence is often built on competence. The more knowledge she gains, the more capable she becomes. She learns how to solve problems, communicate effectively, and make better decisions. Her confidence no longer depends on external approval because it is rooted in her ability to grow and adapt. People are naturally drawn to individuals who possess both confidence and humility, and continuous learning helps develop both. Women who prioritize growth also become more interesting. They have stories to share, ideas to discuss, and insights that inspire others. Their conversations go beyond surface-level topics because they have invested time in developing their minds. They read books, explore different viewpoints, learn new skills, and seek experiences that broaden their understanding of life. As a result, they bring depth and substance into every interaction. Continuous learning also helps women navigate life's challenges more effectively. Difficult situations are inevitable, but growth-minded individuals see challenges differently. Instead of viewing obstacles as proof that they are incapable, they see them as opportunities to learn. Every setback becomes a lesson, every mistake becomes a teacher. This perspective allows them to remain resilient even when circumstances are difficult. One of the most beautiful things about personal growth is that it encourages self-awareness. As women learn and mature, they begin to understand themselves on a deeper level. They become more aware of their strengths, weaknesses, values, and goals. This self-awareness allows them to make choices that align with who they truly are rather than who others expect them to be. The result is a life that feels more authentic and meaningful. Growth also prevents stagnation. Many people become trapped by fear of change, choosing comfort over progress. However, beautiful women recognize that growth often requires stepping outside familiar boundaries. They are willing to take risks, embrace challenges, and pursue opportunities that help them develop. They understand that becoming the best version of themselves requires courage and commitment. Another reason learning enhances beauty is that it creates wisdom. Knowledge provides information, but wisdom provides understanding. A wise woman knows how to listen carefully, think critically, and respond thoughtfully. She does not react impulsively to every situation. Instead, she draws upon her experiences and lessons to make balanced decisions. This wisdom becomes evident in the way she handles relationships, careers, and personal challenges. Perhaps most importantly, continuous learning keeps a woman inspired. She remains excited about life because there is always something new to discover. Her enthusiasm becomes contagious, motivating those around her to pursue their own growth. She becomes an example of what is possible when someone refuses to stop improving. At the end of the day, true beauty is not about remaining the same, it is about becoming better. A woman who embraces lifelong learning develops confidence, wisdom, resilience, and depth. She understands that every day offers an opportunity to grow into a stronger, wiser, and more capable version of herself. That commitment to growth creates a beauty that cannot be measured by appearance alone. It is a beauty that shines through her thoughts, her actions, and the positive impact she has on the people around her. Authenticity and emotional maturity are two qualities that make a woman truly beautiful. While many people spend years trying to create an image that will impress others, genuinely beautiful women understand that lasting confidence does not come from pretending to be someone else. It comes from embracing who they truly are and developing the emotional strength to navigate life with wisdom, grace, and self-control. These qualities create a presence that is both powerful and inspiring. In today's world, it is easy to fall into the trap of comparison. Social media constantly exposes people to carefully selected highlights of other people's lives. As a result, many women feel pressure to look a certain way, act a certain way, or live according to standards created by others. They begin to believe that they must change themselves in order to be accepted. But authenticity teaches a different lesson. It reminds us that true confidence begins when we stop trying to become someone else and start appreciating who we already are. Authentic women are comfortable being themselves. They do not pretend to have all the answers, nor do they feel the need to impress everyone they meet. They understand that perfection is impossible and that flaws are part of being human. Instead of hiding their imperfections, they accept them and continue to grow. This honesty creates a sense of freedom because they no longer waste energy maintaining a false image. People are naturally drawn to authenticity because it feels real. In a world filled with masks and performances, genuine people stand out. They speak honestly, act consistently, and remain true to their values regardless of the situation. Others trust them because they know what they see is what they get. Trust is one of the foundations of meaningful relationships, and authenticity helps build that trust. Alongside authenticity comes emotional maturity. Emotional maturity is not about suppressing emotions or pretending that difficulties do not exist. It is about learning how to manage emotions wisely. Life is full of situations that can trigger anger, frustration, disappointment, or fear. Emotionally mature women recognize these feelings, but they do not allow them to control their actions. Instead of reacting impulsively, they take time to think before responding. They understand that a single emotional reaction can damage relationships, create unnecessary conflict, or lead to regret. By practicing patience and self-control, they are able to handle challenges with greater wisdom. This ability to remain calm under pressure is one of the most attractive qualities a person can possess. Emotionally mature women also take responsibility for their actions. Rather than blaming others for every problem, they acknowledge their mistakes and learn from them. They understand that personal growth requires accountability. This willingness to accept responsibility demonstrates strength and integrity, qualities that earn respect from others. Another important aspect of emotional maturity is empathy. Mature women understand that everyone sees the world through different experiences and perspectives. They listen carefully before forming judgments. They seek understanding instead of rushing to criticism. This ability to empathize strengthens relationships and helps create deeper connections with others. Authenticity and emotional maturity also provide inner peace. When a woman stops pretending to be someone she is not, she experiences greater confidence and self-acceptance. When she learns to manage her emotions effectively, she gains stability and resilience. Together, these qualities allow her to face life's challenges without losing sight of who she is. The most beautiful women are not those who never struggle. They are the ones who remain true to themselves despite their struggles. They continue to act with grace even when circumstances are difficult. They choose honesty over approval and wisdom over impulsiveness. Their beauty comes from their character, their confidence, and their ability to stay grounded in a constantly changing world. At the end of the day, authenticity and emotional maturity create a beauty that goes far beyond appearance. They shape the way a woman thinks, speaks, and interacts with others. They inspire trust, respect, and admiration. Most importantly, they allow a woman to live with confidence and purpose, knowing that she does not need to become someone else to be valuable. She simply needs to become the best version of herself. Purpose and gratitude are two habits that have the power to transform a woman's life from ordinary to extraordinary. They create a kind of beauty that cannot be seen in a mirror but can be felt by everyone around her. While appearance may attract attention, purpose and gratitude create a lasting impact. They shape the way a woman thinks, the way she approaches challenges, and the way she influences the people in her life. Together, these qualities create a sense of fulfillment, confidence, and inner peace that radiates outward. Many people go through life simply reacting to circumstances. They wake up, complete their responsibilities, and repeat the same routine day after day without ever asking themselves why they are doing what they do. But women who live with purpose are different. They understand that life becomes more meaningful when there is a clear reason behind their actions. Purpose gives direction to their decisions and motivation during difficult times. It acts like a compass, helping them stay focused even when distractions and challenges arise. A woman with purpose knows what matters most to her. She understands her values and strives to align her actions with them. She is not easily influenced by trends, opinions, or external pressures because she has a clear sense of direction. While others may become lost trying to please everyone around them, she remains focused on what truly matters. This clarity creates confidence because she is no longer living according to someone else's expectations. She is living according to her own convictions. Purpose also gives strength during adversity. Every person experiences setbacks, disappointments, and moments of uncertainty. The difference is that women with purpose have something larger than their problems to focus on. When challenges arise, they do not give up easily because they understand that obstacles are part of the journey. Their purpose provides the motivation to keep moving forward even when progress feels slow. This resilience becomes one of their most admirable qualities. Alongside purpose comes gratitude, a habit that changes the way a woman sees the world. Gratitude is not about ignoring problems or pretending that life is perfect. Instead, it is the ability to recognize blessings even in difficult circumstances. It is choosing to focus on what is present rather than constantly dwelling on what is missing. Many people spend their lives chasing the next achievement, believing that happiness will arrive when they finally reach a certain goal. Yet as soon as one goal is achieved, another takes its place. Gratitude breaks this cycle by teaching people to appreciate the present moment. A grateful woman understands that joy is not found only in future accomplishments, but also in the blessings she already possesses. Gratitude has a powerful effect on mindset. Instead of focusing on limitations, grateful women focus on opportunities. Instead of complaining about what they lack, they appreciate what they have. This positive perspective influences every area of their lives. It improves relationships, reduces stress, and increases emotional resilience. People are naturally drawn to individuals who carry a sense of appreciation because gratitude creates warmth and positivity. Purpose and gratitude work together beautifully. Purpose gives a woman something meaningful to pursue, while gratitude helps her appreciate the journey along the way. Without purpose, life can feel directionless. Without gratitude, even success can feel empty. Together, they create balance. One encourages growth, while the other encourages appreciation. Women who practice these habits often become a source of inspiration to others. Their passion motivates people to pursue their own goals, while their gratitude reminds others to appreciate life's blessings. They bring hope into conversations and positivity into challenging situations. Their presence uplifts those around them because they focus on possibilities rather than limitations. At the end of the day, true beauty is not defined by appearance but by the qualities that shape a person's character. A woman who lives with purpose and gratitude possesses a beauty that grows stronger with time. She wakes up each day with direction, embraces challenges with determination, and appreciates the blessings that surround her. Her confidence comes from knowing why she lives, and her joy comes from appreciating what she has. This combination creates a powerful and lasting beauty that inspires everyone fortunate enough to encounter it.